Well, hey everybody. Man, the beauty of this hobby is it keeps you off the internet and away from the TV. Because on a day like today, you could drive yourself absolutely bonkers trying to stay up with current events. So, got a lot of progress made on the characters. Most of the figurines are pretty much done, including adding some stories to them. These characters are actually gotten a little specific about some things. And last night I downloaded a high fidelity recording with some excellent NASA animation of the planets for the intro to this whole thing, with the old original intro to the War of the Worlds by, I believe it was a famous British Shakespearean actor, Sir something Cedric Hargrove or something, I forget. Anyway, so of course I edited it down to apply to this, but I'll also be doing some of my own narration. I, of course, been working on the idea, and at first it was going to be 4 completely unrelated scenarios, but I think what I'm going to do is have one scenario that leads to another, to another, to another, so it tells more of a story. And so that's where I think I'm going to go with it. And a lot of guys had said that several people had already thought about it, said, you know, Tarbis is 1/48 scale, you should add one in there, and that's, I was already ahead of you. And I had to print up a new one on cardstock today because I had to butcher this one, which was a hard thing to do, but I had to do it. Anyway, it's all part of the story. And the by a, like, everybody to 0 vote, everyone said the Chickasaw, the H-19 should be an Army marking. So of course it is olive drab now, and since there's silver underneath, if I want to, I can scratch a little off and a little silver will show through just to detail it out a little bit. Thought about putting some salt on it so that I could, after I painted the green, you can just flick the salt off and then the silver shows beautifully. But then I realized most of these helicopters I've seen, they really didn't show much in the way of that kind of wear and tear. You lose a lot of your paint in aircraft from flying at high speed. Helicopters really obviously don't go all that fast, so they generally speaking tend not to show as much missing paint with aluminum underneath as, say, a painted jet fighter or something. I might do a little just to give it a little patina. I'll weather it a little bit. But now it looks like it's going to be an all Army show. Got just a tiny bit of work done on the Typhoon, and I did cut out another piece for the launch umbilical tower, which I started. It's one of those origami pieces, so it's going to take me a while to get that done. But got a late start today, which is one reason there wasn't a coffee. I didn't even have coffee at the house this morning. My wife and I had things to do, so we just went out and had breakfast. So I was like, you know, I got back about, well, I don't know, 3 or 4 this afternoon, and we came in here and started going to work. But it's I've been putting about 4 hours in the Tarbis today, and including some painting and stuff, and I think I've gotten a little fume-centric, so I'm going to head on in, and I've got work to do on the computer, some of it related to this, I might add, and anything to keep us all distracted from the universe around us. But like I say, sun came up today, it'll come up tomorrow, the next day, and the day after. What's really important is that we are all here to enjoy it and to keep building models and keep doing what we do. And want everybody to relax, have a great evening, and some more pictures have been rolling in, so maybe I'll be getting a viewer's build, not a real long one, but I might be getting one up before too long. And you know what? I think it's about time to put up what I think is going to be the last installment of the mold costs for the Aurora files. I think the one that I have now is, I think that finishes at least the ones that we had on tap. Maybe some more come up later. So I'll see if I can't go ahead and release that. And other than that, guys, well, that's pretty much about it. I do want to thank everyone for checking in on me. And oh, that's me. And then I'm always like about to sign off. And oh, one more thing. I swear I don't do that on purpose. Just like when I think I've come out of, because I don't write any notes down. So when I think I'm done, I'm like, oh yeah, I am making a sort of a tarpaulin / camouflage cover out of a piece of, it's one of those cloth hand wipes, and all the moisture's gone out of it. And I realized that it scales out pretty nicely to make like a sort of a impromptu camouflage cover, but it's white, so I'm in the process of painting it green. So we'll see how that looks. And I didn't have it in the photos that I either just showed you or I'm about to show you. But anyway, I noticed that when I was doing this thing, I was thinking, well, you know what? I could make a bunch of them, make like bungalows, like the military or people are moving into this little motel or something. Well, that's getting away from the idea. I just want to have the one. But I looked at it and said, Max's Models. Hey, you change that D to a T and it's Max's Motels. So guess what the name of this place is going to be. And I've already figured out how I'm going to work that in. And well, I don't want to keep spoiling you with it. It'll just, you'll see when the time comes. I've actually worked out a bit of a plot. Now this thing won't be very long, but it'll be narrated with some eerie background music and stuff, and maybe a few screen grabs from some of the actual movies, just to sort of, what they call it, establishing shots. And I realized while I was working, I have another model that might come in handy for part of what we're doing. And so it's all working out. Still waiting on some stuff to show up. And the lacrosse truck actually will fit in pretty nice with what's going on. I think I can make all that work. And well, that's about that. Now I really will let you go, guys. You have a great night and model on.